Welcome back to another lesson of learning, and today we continue with understanding angles of triangles, specifically congruence criteria, namely side angle side and side side side. So if we look at the questions which are presented, we have to use the side angle side congruence criteria, and once again we know that when we have to do a two-column proof, the most important thing is to look at what is given. The given part forms at least two of the statements and reasons, and the last line you always conclude with what you have to prove. So in between you will look for what is given, and you are able to identify in this triangle if two sides are given. We have side, and you know you've got the angle, the 90-degree angle, and then if you look at this line here, PL will be reflexive because it's common to both sides. If we go to number 13, we also know that this angle here, V1, will be equal to V2 because it is vertically opposite angles. So let us focus now on number 14 very quickly and see how we are able to answer this question in a flow proof diagram. So the first thing is write down what is given. We have two sides which are given. We have an angle which is given, and we have another angle which is given. So in this diagram, we have two angles which are congruent. We have angle T congruent to angle F. Then we have side DE congruent to PR. And we have PT congruent to DF. So now if we have to look at a reason as to how to conclude this, so we have a side, we have a side, we have side, side and angle, side, side and angle. But remember, when we have to do a proof, it has to be an included angle. It has to be an included angle. So side, angle and side. So how can we prove that angle P is equal to angle D? Very easily, we can always say that 180 degrees in a triangle, if two angles are the same, then the third angle has to be the same as in the other triangle here. So therefore angle P will be equal to angle D, and we can conclude that it will be side, angle and side. So we move on very quickly to look at what is expected for question 17 to 20. They ask us here whether there is enough information in each given figure to prove that the triangles are congruent using side, side, side or side, angle, side. So when we have two sides, here we have two sides, as you can see. And then we also know that when we have the letter X, it is always vertically opposite. So this angle here will be equal to this angle here. So we can conclude that this will be side, angle, side. So this we can safely conclude as side, angle and side. Remember, the angle has to always be included. If we look at number 18, we have a side, we have two sides which are congruent, and we have the reflexive side here, but I cannot find another reason where we can use to determine whether this is congruent or not. If we look at number 19 very quickly, you can see you've got two sides, angle and angle, and once again this is your reflexive side. So we've got three reasons, and it will be side, angle, side again, side, angle, side. So basically this is how we look at diagrams and ascertain what is given and how to answer the question. Similarly, in number 15 and number 16, always go and check what is given. Important to note that we can always get information which is given, and if we look at this example here, they tell us BD is perpendicular. Remember, perpendicular means BD is perpendicular, so it forms a 90-degree angle. So this will be 90 degrees, and this will also be 90 degrees. So it's very important to pay attention to what information is given to you. And then they also tell us that BD bisects AC. So now they're talking about BD, line segment BD, bisecting AC. That will make us conclude now that AD will be congruent to CD. So if you have to write your statement here, you can always use the side. This is our side, this is your angle, and this side is the same in both, so we call it the reflexive, so it will be side, angle, side as well. Similarly, always go and pay careful attention to what information is given. Remember, here you've got midpoint, and we know that midpoint means it will be the same on both sides. I hope you have understood this lesson a little better, and you are able to prove the congruence statements and triangles much more easily now. Remember, push yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Take care until our next lesson.